To watch the latest from India Science, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press on the bell icon to get notifications on all the science-related videos.
Namaskar, you are watching Sci-Tech and I am Bhagishri. You must have heard a common English proverb, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Now, scientists have developed tomatoes that are going to help us fight Parkinson's disease. This development of scientists is now going to make old age better. Let's watch the video to know more about these tomatoes.
It is often said that food is medicine. Different fruits and vegetables have different nutrients, and if we take them in the right proportion, we can remain healthy. Plants are, in short, factories which produce common nutrients for us. Scientists across the world are now harnessing the potential of plants to produce medicines. This means we would not require large and expensive pharmaceutical companies to produce medicines. Plants will produce chemicals or products which can be purified to get the medicine. Recently, scientists from John Innes Centre in the UK have published their research in the journal Metabolic Engineering, where they say that they have made tomatoes which produce L-Dopa, a drug required to treat Parkinson's disease. Parkinson's, as we know, is an age-related disorder, and its patients suffer from mental and behavioral problems, sleep disorders, memory issues, fatigue, and also face difficulty in walking and talking. One of the reasons for this disease is that the nerve cells in the brain start producing less amounts of dopamine, which is a hormone and neurotransmitter required to send messages between the nerve cells. Scientists have engineered the genetic pathway in the tomato plant in a way that newly developed tomato plants produce L-Dopa, which is an amino acid precursor of dopamine and is the most effective and commonly used drug in the treatment of Parkinson's disease. Producing medicines in plants is an environment-friendly and cheap way of production. Such developments are indeed the way forward for a sustainable future.
The COVID-19 pandemic has forced many of us into social isolation. This change might not bode well for many, as loneliness could take a toll on both our mental and physical health. But have you wondered what happens to our brain when you are cut off from the world? And do these changes make us more vulnerable to brain disorders? Scientists have recently found that loneliness could induce certain parts of the brain to adapt, and this adaptation is linked to better imagination skills. What is this adaptation? How is it connected to the imagination? Find out in the video.
Loneliness is considered a killer. It could increase the risk of heart diseases, cancer, mental health issues like depression and suicide. Social isolation could put people at a high risk of Alzheimer's disease, a brain disorder that leads to a loss in memory, thinking skills, and language. It also robs people of the ability to perform everyday activities. This neurodegenerative disorder usually affects people aged 60 and above. But what is the link between Alzheimer's disease, loneliness, and the brain? Does social isolation cause changes in the brain leading to Alzheimer's disease? Researchers have long pondered over these questions. Recently, scientists used brain images of lonely individuals to answer this question. They found that parts of our brain called the default network adapt to compensate for the lack of social connections. In other words, the default network grows bigger and becomes more connected. The default network allows us to imagine, recollect the past, daydream, and even think about others. Scientists speculate that this adaptation might help lonely individuals overcome isolation by activating old memories and imagination. These results are published in Nature Communications. The researchers have said that this is just the first step in understanding how loneliness affects the brain. But more questions need answering. For instance, finding out if loneliness shrinks or grows other regions of the brain. Our brain shrinks or grows depending on how often we engage them. Learning a new language helps rewire your brain, making you sharp. As the saying goes, use it or lose it.
That's all for this episode of Sci-Tech. You can send us your valuable feedback on the email ID flashing on your screen. Also download India Science app or visit our website www.indiascience.in for more such videos. Don't forget to follow us on our social media handles as well. Before signing off, here is fact of the day for you.
Scientists estimate that loneliness can shorten a person's life by 15 years, which is equal to smoking 15 cigarettes per day.